Yo, what's up guys, it's Goblin here, welcome to this new episode. In today's video, I'm going to be playing with the new best recruit spam deck. I know this deck is very annoying, very no skill, but I do want to play with it in today's video. It's a new version where now people use the Hawk Rider and the Wall Breakers double win condition with of course a bunch of recruits and spam cards. This deck, I would say, is very easy to play, so let's just get started with the first match right away. Okay, let's go guys, hopping into game number 1. So I'm going to be playing in a Grand Challenge, by the way, where I'm currently 5-1 in the challenge, and the goal of today's video is of course to complete the Grand Challenge, win it, so hopefully we will be able to get a total amount of 7 wins in today's video. Okay, looks like we are facing, which probably would be some kind of beatdown type of deck, probably Giant after seeing Lumberjack, Bomber, and also looking at his Tower Troop. I've been using the Giant deck myself quite a bit recently, and it's definitely really strong right now. So let's go with Wall Breakers here to support the Mighty Mine. I think it's gonna probably force out some kind of spell, or is he just gonna, okay, looks like he's just gonna take the double connection there, which is gonna be a lot of damage for us. Let's in the meantime start with recruits. And what I mean, it's kind of a hate and love situation, because when I face this deck, I hate it so much, like it's so annoying, but when I play with it myself, this deck feels just so easy to use, like it almost plays itself. It's, yeah, really easy to play. So let's see what he's gonna be doing about the left side lane, but once again he's gonna take quite some damage, so that's really good for us. Let's in the meantime go with guards, and I think I'm gonna keep a lot of pressure on the left side, knowing that yeah, he doesn't have that much elixir, and he should be able to, or we should be able to get some damage right now. So okay, looks like he does actually have quite some elixir. He's able to get and the Lumberjack and the Giant down, but the Mighty Miner here should be able to put in work on the Giant. Giant is gonna disappear quite quickly, so I kind of misread the situation. I low-key thought that he was not gonna have so much elixir, but we were still able to defend the Giant push really easily, mainly thanks to the Mighty Miner, and then of course the Goblin gang there to help out, distract, and take care of the Lumberjack. So okay, really good start so far. Definitely a pretty good matchup, I would say. I mean, we have guards, we have recruits, we have Goblin gang, we have so many ground units to distract his Prince and his Lumberjack, but we still need to be careful, because one really big push with the Giant, especially if he uses his triple spell well, he might be able to get quite some value and damage as well. So let's go with the Wall Breakers. He actually cycles Lumberjack into the Wall Breakers, so okay, I'm not sure if that was like a prediction or that was just a coincidence, but I want to kind of cycle towards the evolution, so that's why I went with Wall Breakers like that. And anyways, facing dagger dashes, there's no point of going Wall Breakers at the bridge anyway. So let's go with the Mighty Miner left side. Let's go with the Goblin gang here. I'm definitely gonna arrow the Bomber. Let's in the meantime set up a Firecracker. Look at the right side, guys. If he doesn't defend the right side, that's gonna be tower down. Okay, he's forced to go with a Lumberjack last second, but still so much damage on the left side, on the right side tower. In the meantime, I'm gonna go with the recruits here to defend his left side push, and let's wait a little bit and see what we can do. But I think we might even be able to just go with like okay, let's first go with guards, and then I think I'm just gonna go with Hawk Rider plus the evil Wall Breakers, and I think that should be tower down. I don't really see how he's gonna be able to defend this, and we should be able to defend this very easily with the help of the guards, with the help of the Mighty Miner. We have the Goblin gang, we have another set of guards. Like, this deck, even though it's not like a quick cycle deck, it still has such a good cycle where you can always just either cycle a lot on defense or offense. Really nice victory against actually one of the most broken decks in the current meta right now. I would say that's a pretty good matchup for us, considering that we have really good answers against his deck. Okay, let's go guys, hopping into game number 2. And by the way, I quickly wanted to ask you guys a favor, or just in general some ideas for future videos, because I am soon going on a trip to Mexico. I'm gonna be visiting the family of my girlfriend, of course the grandparents of my son, so I'll be not gone for quite a while, because I will still continue making videos and I will still try to be as active as possible. But I will also try to pre-record some videos, especially during the travel, since it is quite a long trip in general. I do kind of want to prepare some videos while I'm traveling, and the first couple of days while I arrive there, because of course I'm gonna have to deal with jet lag and all of that. So let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have some ideas, and it could be anything, guys. You could say, yo Serge, I would love for you to make a video on, I don't know, how to play whatever. Like, honestly, any idea, if it's a good idea, if I like it, I will probably make it in the next couple of days, and you guys might see it in, for example, a week or 2. Okay, let's anyways focus on the match again, because this guy is playing a quick cycle bait deck. I'm gonna pop the ability, hopefully with that, there you go, with that we're gonna take care of the Dark Goblin, so that's very good value for only 1 elixir. And let's in the meantime split the Goblin, or split the Wall Breakers. I'm gonna have the Goblin gang ready though. We do know that he has the barrel and cycle again. We don't have arrows quite yet. Okay, I kind of knew that he was gonna go with Princess, I still wasn't sure. Looks like he doesn't indeed go with it, and I think this Firecracker in that position, the cannon is not gonna activate. Let's see if he's gonna drop something else to activate. Oh, a little bit late on his knight right there. So, okay, amazing for us. That's the only kind of downside, the only negative thing, in my opinion, about this deck is the fact that you have like, not the evil firecracker, the firecracker itself. In my opinion, it's just really not the best option, but it's still, like, everyone is using it like that, so I'm also gonna be using it like that. But the firecracker is always so easy to activate the king tower with, so I don't know, that's kind of an interesting card in this deck to have, but I guess it's just because of how annoying the firecracker can be, and especially forcing out a lot of spells most of the times as well. So Hawk Rider in the meantime getting so much damage on this left side tower. He's gonna go with the princess. I'm gonna make sure to arrow the right side because that is where the normal bell is. We are gonna take quite some damage on the left side, but I think that should be fine. And we also, okay, I think we can, let's actually split the Goblin gang and let's then go with recruits here as well. Okay, we are not gonna take any damage from the Dart Goblin. I think the princess also should be going down in that situation. Just in case, I'm gonna go with a firecracker here, and let's also go with a Hawk Rider offensively. Okay, should I arrows? I think I'm gonna arrow offensively. Let's see if it's worth it, but I think we should, because of that, get quite some damage with the Hawk Rider. We are indeed going to get a double connection, so that's nice for us, and he's not happy about it. I mean, it's so annoying to play against this deck. Like, I've also faced this deck so many times, and it's just so annoying to play against it. Even sometimes when having multiple, I don't know, small spells, good answers, quick cycle, it's still such an annoying deck to face. So let's actually go with arrows here once again offensively. I'm gonna go with wall breakers here as well, knowing that he's gonna cannon on top of the Hawk Rider. He's then not gonna have it for the wall breakers anymore. One wall breaker. No, I thought that one wall breaker maybe was gonna get a connection. Looks like he is able to defend it, but still amazing situation overall. And let's honestly just keep under pressure at this point. I think all we need is 2 more arrows, so let's go with the first arrow right now. And then we just need to cycle back to another one if the goblins or the recruits are not gonna take it. So let's go with guards. Let's go with wall breakers right here. Let's cycle, I guess, as soon as possible towards the arrows. So let's go with just the cheapest units. Let's go with the goblin gang. Let's go with the firecracker, and we're back to arrows. So very nice win. I think he could have played that a little bit better, especially if he managed to activate the king tower early on. I think it would have helped a little bit, but honestly, even having the king tower activated, this recruit spam deck is just so difficult, so annoying to defend, and so far we're doing really well. 7-1 in the Grand Challenge, so that means that we still need 5 more victories. Let's just keep going. Hopefully we can keep going like this. So far, definitely nice and easy wins, and that's what I love about this deck. I mean, it's, as I said before, kind of a strange situation because playing with this deck is kind of like easy and fun, but then when facing this deck, it's so annoying. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm pretty sure most of you guys can relate if you ever tried this deck. If you didn't, you should definitely try it, and then you let me know in the comment section down below later on what you think about this deck. Did you guys find it easy, fun, or maybe not? I mean, honestly, if you don't like it, also do let me know, of course. Okay, Hawk Rider is able to get 1 hit, so that's nice. We're facing, not sure what we're facing here actually, because he has wall breakers, Goblin Cage, Wizard, Phoenix. That's definitely interesting. Unfortunately for us, the firecracker is gonna shoot the right side cage, so I think that actually is gonna make her go down. But on the other part, it's kind of fine because this way, there's no possibility for the opponent to activate the king tower right now. So let's go with a Mighty Miner. Wall breakers, Prince, Goblin Cage. I'm so confused. What is this deck and why does it have wall breakers? Is this like a strange Mega Knight type of deck? I honestly don't even know what to expect right now because the wall breakers throw me kind of off. Like, if he wouldn't have wall breakers in there, I would probably say like a giant deck, electro giant deck, golem, something like that. But the fact that he has lock and wall breakers, that's so interesting. Okay, anyways, let's focus on the match. Let's split Goblin gang. I always like to split my troops because most of the time we are able to get double lane pressure going with the recruits, of course, and probably sometimes with other troops as well. So let's go with recruits there to counter his wall breakers. They're also going to take care of the wizard. They're going to force out the Goblin Cage, take care of the Goblin Cage, and then recruits. I feel like not many people talk about them, but they're just so strong, and most of the times always get their value back for the 7 elixir you invest. So let's go with guards right here. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit with the Mighty Miner. Let's go with Mighty Miner a little bit, more down below towards the right side. Make sure that the right side tower is also there to help out. And I wonder if he's missing a card. I feel like he should be missing something, right? Like maybe, I don't know, a giant, what, a golem, like something like that. Shouldn't he be running something else as well? Or maybe, I don't know, like, it's so strange. What an interesting deck from the opponent. Let's in the meantime go with Firecracker. Let's go with a Goblin Gang like this. Let's go with recruits up high, trying to keep out the pressure, but most importantly also take care of both the wizard and the recruits. He does end up using his lock, and I think it's a good moment for us to go with the wall breakers. Let's go with the Hawk Rider here as well. The Firecracker is still alive. The Lumberjack is gonna go down. He does go with a nice fireball, but one of the small wall breakers is still gonna get a connection. Hawk Rider is able to get a lot of damage. Oh my god, triple connection on the left side tower. Let's in the meantime go with a Firecracker. Let's go with Goblin Gang. And at this point, all we need to do is just do the same thing as in every match we have been doing so far. Keeping up the pressure. This deck is just pressure, attack, and I don't know. It's insane, guys. Like, honestly, this deck is really strong. So let's go with the Hawk Rider. I don't even think he has enough elixir. Yeah, he doesn't have enough elixir for a Goblin Cage. Even if he gets the Goblin Cage down there, it would have just gone, yeah, down so quickly. We had the Hawk Rider, we had the Recruit, we had the Firecracker, and also the arrows going down. So nice and easy W. What a strange deck by him, by the way. It was just like a Prince type of, I don't know, that was a very interesting and strange deck. 8-1 in the Grand Challenge. See you guys soon with match number 4. Okay, let's go, guys. Hopping into match number 4 so far. Doing really well. 8-1 in the Grand Challenge, so still 4 matches to go. Hopefully you guys are, yeah, enjoying the video so far. And trust me, guys, this deck, and I think you guys can also see it just by watching, and the gameplay is so easy to use. Like, I don't really think, I mean, of course, we are thinking and we are playing, I would say, pretty well. But it's still like such an easy deck to kind of play. So, nice recruits there. Gonna get quite a lot of value early on. We are gonna be facing some Cycle deck with the Bomber. Unfortunately, my arrows are nowhere to be seen in our Cycle, but I think the recruits are still gonna take care of it. Let's, in the meantime, go with the Hawk Rider towards the right side, and he also has Inferno Tower. Ooh, I mean, Inferno Tower, I would say, is really good for us. Like, I actually like seeing Inferno Tower. Why? Of course, the Inferno Tower is like an anti-tank, how do you say, building. But then against, for example, troops like the Recruits, troops like, I don't know, Goblin Gang, Guards, whatever, it's really not that great. So I could have arrowed the Wallbreaker. I knew that it was gonna get a connection, but at the same time, he has Bomber. He has quite some, yeah, annoying troops, which we might need to arrow in the future. So I'm just gonna, yeah, hold on for now. Onto my arrows, wait a little bit and see what he's gonna do, and then try to decide, okay, should I be using the arrows mainly on the Wallbreaker? Should I keep it for the Bomber? It kind of depends on the situation always. So let's go with the Recruits here to keep up the pressure. We do have the Firecracker. We do have the... Ooh, this is going to be a nice Hawk Rider. That's also the good thing about Recruits and the Hawk Rider in this deck, is that often either the Recruits, the Wallbreakers, or the Hawk Rider force out the building. Okay, the Bomber is going to go down. Hawk Rider plus Firecracker is getting so much damage. I'm even going to keep up the pressure here with the Wallbreakers towards the right. And this guy just called good game already. I'm not sure if he's actually going to give up. Okay, looks like he's still playing, but still... probably going to be, yeah, good game. So much damage on the King Tower. Look at the King Tower, guys. I mean, at this point, I think I'm just going to go for the 3 crown. I mean, it's pretty much 3 crown already. Look at the Firecracker as well. Getting so much damage. I think he does, yeah, he does have the Skeletons. I mean, come on. If I were him, I would give up. I think he should be doing the same thing, right? I mean, looks like he's not, though. Okay, he's still going to be playing. The bad thing about this situation, or kind of awkward thing about this situation, is that we do not have a big spell. So we really do need to connect at least with like a Hawk Rider. I don't know, Firecracker could be a nice try right here to splash a little bit on top of the Valkyrie. He does go with an Inferno Tower. Let's actually go with Guards. Even though the Bomber is there, I think the Guards still should be able to DPS down the Inferno Tower at least a little bit. And, okay, he's actually still trying. I mean, if he's able to make a comeback, that will be an insane comeback, but I don't really see how. Okay, let's go with Goblin Gang. Let's go with the Recruits here, making sure that the Bomber doesn't get a connection. And I think we, yeah, just need to keep up the pressure at this point. Okay, let's go with a Hawk Rider. Let's go with a Firecracker here as well. Let's, I think, go with Wallbreakers. I'm probably going to arrow offensively to try and take care of the Bomber. Hawk Rider is able to get a connection, is able to get a second connection, and is able to eventually 3-crown him. I would have, I think, given up, but I guess respect to him for still trying. Sometimes giving up is not necessary, but I think in this specific situation, he didn't really stand a chance anymore. So, 9-1 in the Grand Challenge, still quite some matches to go, but at the same time, I felt like the last couple of wins have gone by so fast. Really nice and easy wins. See you guys soon, whenever we find the next opponent. Okay, let's go, guys. Finally found the next match. I'm actually kind of afraid because we took quite a long time waiting. Of course, you guys don't see that, but I was actually waiting quite a long time. And we're only at 9-1 right now, so hopefully we're not going to have insane queue times in the next couple of matches afterwards. So we're facing someone pretty good right here. He had a top 400 finish in the world, so that's actually pretty solid. And looks like he's going to be running some kind of Mortar deck. Is it going to be Mortar Quick Cycle with Archer's Rocket? Or, okay, looks like it's going to be the other version, which has like, I think, Goblin Gang, Bats. Still a pretty difficult matchup. I'm not sure which one I would prefer. Either the Rocket one or this one we're facing right now. So, let's go with the Firecracker here. We do have to be careful. I think I would like to... Okay, I'm definitely going to go with Guards here as well. And let's go with a Mighty Miner. Okay, please. Oh my god, the Cannon card is still alive. Oh, I thought that the cannon cart was gonna get targeted by the tower. Okay, that's really not the best start we were looking for. We are gonna take a ton of damage, 1000 HP. On our left side tower, good thing for us is that the goblins are gonna get a little bit of damage on the left side tower. And we might be able to... Okay, let's actually pressure with wall breakers. We might be able to force out like a mortar. There you go, there's the mortar. And then the mortar out of cycle might mean a good moment for us to attack with the Hawk Rider. So it really... yeah, kind of depends on however the next minute goes, if it's a good situation or not for us. For now, not the best, but also I would say not the worst. So let's go with a Hawk Rider, knowing that the mortar is out of cycle. I'm gonna go with a Firecracker. I was hoping to get something like bats or something. Instead, we get the cannon cart right here. Okay, should I go recruits? I think it's a good option. Let's see though, let's go with recruits a little bit late. Let's go with recruits right now. He does go with the Goblin Gang. I think recruits still should be able to survive and distract everything long enough. And if he does, okay, looks like he does activate his ability. He's gonna give us a really good arrow value right here. Nice. Okay, so we were able to get a lot of damage on the left side tower. We're in the damage lead right now. We're able to get a little bit of damage. Oh, wait, look at the... oh my god, I thought for 1 second that the wall breaker might have been able to get a connection. Okay, let's go with Mighty Miner like this. Let's go with guards up high, trying to take care of the archers. And let's actually go with a Firecracker here as well. He does have arrows. He's probably just gonna arrow the Firecracker as soon as possible. There you go. Let's go with a Goblin Gang right now. And we need to be careful, guys. We actually do need to be careful because he's... I would say in a decent situation still to win this match. Okay, let's go with the recruits for sure. Let's actually... I think I'm gonna... okay, let's first go with guards. I won't say I think I'm gonna arrow right away, but let's actually wait a little bit. Let's go with arrows. Oh, okay, such a bad arrows. Wait, what did I just do? Okay, for 1 second I thought I was gonna walk up a little bit more. Let's go with a Firecracker here. Trying to kill, I don't know, archers or anything. Looks like they are able to kill the archers, so that's good for us. And let's see, guys. Okay, Goblin Gang right now. Let's actually go with the recruits here as well. And let's go with the evil wall breakers towards the right side. Nice, okay. We're able to force out the mortar. Wait, we can actually just go with a Hawk Rider right now. Hawk Rider, no mortar in cycle. I think he has nothing for the Hawk Rider right now. Hawk Rider is gonna make it to the tower. And I think it's gonna be tower down. Oh my god, let's go. We are gonna take the left side tower. And I could have played that so much better. I'm not gonna lie. Those arrows were... I would honestly just say horrible, even though it sounds really negative. Those arrows were really, really bad. And then overall, there was kind of the awkward situation, especially the start, the beginning, where he got the cannon cart plus Goblin Gang onto the tower. We took so much damage. I feel like if I played that better, we probably shouldn't have taken so much damage right there. But anyways, the most important part is that we win. And also being able to win when making some mistakes, I think also shows how strong this deck actually is. So... looks like we're facing, I would say, probably the Giant deck. Yeah, the same Giant deck from before, after seeing Dagger Dashes, Mega Minion, after seeing the cards he showed. I would say it's, yeah, very obvious gonna be the same exact Giant deck. We also played it quite a bit in the last couple of days, by the way. For those who didn't watch any videos of me playing Giant, I made a video of the most broken deck, which is this Giant deck. And I also made a video yesterday with the top 5 best meta decks, which also included this, or not the top 5 best meta decks, actually the top 5 best decks from the best player in the world. So the rank number 5, 4, 3, etc. in the world were playing with the decks I used in yesterday's video. Okay, let's actually go with, I think, arrows here right away. We do have to be careful. I think he might, yeah, okay, he does go with a Lumberjack. I'm honestly just gonna pop my ability kind of early on. Let's go with the recruits here on defense as well. We do have to be very careful, but I think we should be fine. And let's in the meantime go with a Firecracker here. Okay, we are gonna, I think, deal a lot of damage to his left side tower. We should be able to defend this Giant without taking too much damage. And oh my god, look at this left side tower. Yeah, that's actually looking really good for us, guys. Let's go with a Hawk right here as soon as possible. I'm not sure if he has a lot of elixir right now, but even if he gets the Prince down, looking at our deck, we can defend the Prince quite easily. So I think, yeah, going up against Prince with our deck shouldn't be the biggest problem. I am gonna sacrifice 2 elixir to activate the King Tower, but I think the King Tower activation is worth it for sure in this matchup. Being able to distract, for example, a Lumberjack, being able to get some extra DPS down on the Giant, I think is gonna be quite important in a matchup like this. So let's just set up the recruits once again. I think I'm gonna be splitting the recruits normally. I don't really need 4 into the right side lane. I think going more into the opposite lane is actually quite good for us as well, because this way we can try and keep the pressure while defending. Okay, let's go with Firecracker here. Let's go with guards as well. Let's see, what is he gonna do? He does have Fireball. Okay, he goes with a Rage spell. And here's where the King Tower helps a lot. As you guys can see, King Tower helping out against the Giant is able to, or it does allow us to stay alive for now. 30 seconds left in this match. I wonder if we can maybe even keep up the pressure. I mean, this might be a crazy play, but I'm gonna go with Hawk Rider and Wall Breakers in the middle as well, guys. How is he gonna stop them? I think he can't. So yeah, that's exactly why I wanted to make that play, because I know it's gonna be very difficult for him to stop. He doesn't have lock, he doesn't have a building, he doesn't really have a great way of dealing with all of that. So let's go with arrows. Once again, not the best arrows. Man, I need to still work on the arrow, how do you say that, nerf, like the change they made to the arrows, because now of course the radius is much smaller. But anyways, we are able to beat this deck, and this actually seems like a very good matchup. I think I managed to beat it a few times being the giant player, but it's definitely not easy for them, considering that I have, of course, the recruits, guards, goblin gang. I have really good cards, and also his version was a little bit different because I used the version with Evil Zap, Rage, and Lightning, and this version he used only has Fireball and only has Rage as spell, so that of course also makes it even harder for him. Okay, hopping into potentially the last match, we went from 5-1 to 11-1 pretty easily, pretty quickly as well. Let's see what we're gonna be facing here. Let's see if we can get another victory, going undefeated in today's video. Okay, I don't want to jinx it though, because this is already kind of scary. He activates the King Tower early on. Let's go with a Goblin Gang split right here. I do have the recruits. He does go with a Goblin Giant actually. Okay, I think I'm just gonna set up a Mighty Miner, same lane as the Goblin Giant, and then probably afterwards go with recruits to kind of distract and also help just DPS down whatever he's gonna drop. Okay, he does go with a Mega Man. I think I'm still gonna go with recruits here. He does go with a Bomber as well. Should I go arrows? Should I just leave it? I think I'm gonna just leave it. I mean, arrows, of course, are gonna damage the Mega Man, are gonna take care of the Bomber, but I think in this specific situation, we don't necessarily need to spend the arrows, and I'd much rather keep those extra elixir to, for example, pressure here with Wall Breakers. So let's go with Wall Breakers. He rages on defense. He goes with arrows as well. Looks like he has quite an awkward cycle, because if not, you wouldn't be raging your tower. And of course, arrows there in this situation. It was not a bad play, but it definitely looks like he's gonna be running quite like an awkward deck. So the Hawk Rider is able to sneak in a Hawk Rider hit there. Is gonna get a little bit of more damage on his right side tower, so that's really good for us. Let's in the meantime go with a Firecracker. Arrows are nowhere to be seen because he just used them against the Wall Breaker. So I think this should be a really nice and easy defense. And let's keep under pressure by going with recruits. Should I be going Wall Breakers? I mean, why not, guys? I feel like this deck is just played like this, keeping up the pressure as much as possible, pressuring so aggressively. I think is the right way to play with this deck. So let's honestly just keep up the pressure. Let's go with a Goblin Gang here as well, just to get some extra DPS in. He is gonna go with arrows, but still, look at the overall situation. We didn't take pretty much any damage, and we already dealt so much damage to both his left and his right side tower. So, knowing that he has P.E.K.K.A, knowing that he doesn't have arrows, I think I'm gonna go with a Firecracker prediction against the P.E.K.K.A. Let's see if we can get some extra damage in with the Firecracker. Because of that, I could try to protect, but I think it's better to just leave it like this, and let's go with the recruits right now. Okay, recruits right here. Let's go with arrows as well. Let's make sure that we actually DPS down the P.E.K.K.A, distract it enough with some extra guards, and I think we could probably even go with Hawk Rider here, or should I go? Okay, I'm third gonna go Wall Breakers. I feel like we're gonna this way force out the arrows, then afterwards we have the Firecracker completely open, completely free again, and then we can just once again try and kind of overwhelm the opponent. So I don't know, I feel like against this deck, like the deck I am playing right now, you're either gonna need like arrows, lock plus something else. If not, you're never gonna have enough answers in your deck to deal with our deck. So let's go with the Hawk Rider right now. I'm gonna go guards here onto the right side lane to start DPSing on the Goblin Giant, but man, I kind of feel bad for this guy because there's no way he's gonna keep up with our pressure, with our deck. This deck is so hard to defend, guys, and I think I also showed it in today's video. We went from 5-1 to 12-1 in a very nice and clean win streak. Nice and easy wins. I don't really think we had any like super, I mean, besides maybe this mortar match, which was actually quite difficult, but honestly, I made it difficult for myself as well by taking so much damage early on with the cannon card. I think besides that, all of the matches in today's video were nice and easy wins. So we are gonna quickly end today's video with the chest. Of course, in this account I am maxed, but it's still nice to see if I can get some elite wildcards or anything. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. This is for sure the new best recruit spam deck. If you are looking for a recruits deck, make sure to try this one. As you saw in today's video, it's amazing and super strong. That being said, that's gonna be it for me for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure to smack the like button. If not subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.